I'm always wrong. This album just keeps surprising me time after time. Hello, in this video I am going to listen to the new album from Ensiferum called Winter Storm, and I have been a fan of Ensiferum for at least 12 years, maybe even more, I don't remember exactly. But yeah, I have quite expectations based on the singles that they released before this. This is going to be the very first time when I'm listening to the whole album, so it's going to be interesting. And hey, tell me in the comments what did you think about this new album. And let's go then. Okay, Winter Storm, Vigilantes, one of the singles from this album. And I have to say first about the Aurora intro. It's very beautiful, almost reminds me of an intro song on, I think it was Victory Song's album. I have to check it after filming this, but yeah, very nice intro, and it leads us nicely to the next song, Winter Storm, Vigilantes. I think it's a very classic Ensiferum song. I mean, it has all those elements that you can expect from Ensiferum. The lyrics are very epic lyrics about a battle between the good and the evil, I think. That's how I would describe this. And yeah, I think it really brought my mind the song Victory Songs. I mean, it feels like one big journey in itself. I mean, this song, it has some different parts, very interesting, and they keep the story going on. So I feel like this one song was a journey in itself, and this was only the first full-length song, so I'm interested to hear what comes next. I think it has a very catchy melody in the intro. It's very easy to hum along. Yeah, I admit I have a bad habit of humming immediately when I remember some melodies, so yeah, did that. And this melody also keeps playing in the verse, so it becomes very easy to remember very soon. I think it's a good thing, especially at the gigs, because then people can sing along easily. Again, Pekka's vocals, very nice in the chorus. Again, I think his vocals are a bit more narrative kind. I don't know how to explain it because of course Petri is also telling a story with his vocals, but still they are so different and it brings a nice contrast. What did I write here? I think the verses are very simple, like you can only hear like singing, drums, guitars. It's more like a basic band. So it sounds more like a basic band playing and singing. But then in the chorus the sound changes a bit. They have orchestras there, and I think the sound kind of grows. And I think it's a very interesting choice, but also maybe good, because I feel like the orchestra is there for a reason, for enhancing the chorus and its message. I don't know if this makes any sense, but yeah, that's how I felt. I really liked how they switch between a band without orchestra and then the orchestral parts too. I think it's very nice. It makes this song feel like it has some diversity. It's not the same all the time. So I think very nice arrangement. And then there, in the end, there is also a classic modulation of chorus. But yeah, all in all, very good song. Fatherland has had a very fast, short but fast intro there. Janne must have been enjoying when recording it as a drummer. I can also imagine a mosh pit during this song. I'm sure that there will be some, at least somewhere. There just has to be, like this song demands it. And Fatherland, if I heard the lyrics correctly, I think they sing about defending your fatherland, and I think that everyone can relate with this message, with the idea of defending your own fatherland. I haven't seen this conversation, but I remember one interview when Sami said that no, this is not a political song. It's not meant to be anything like political, but apparently some people had already made their interpretations of this song, and Sami also said that it's okay, everyone can interpret the song in any way they want to, but it's not a political song. So far I really like that all these songs have had very different kinds of parts. It keeps at least my attention in the music very well. It doesn't feel like it's just the same thing going on all the time, so that's very nice. Good job. Then let's move on to the next song. Okay, Scars in My Heart feat. Madeline Vigilantes from Elaine. Very beautiful. I think I almost cried a bit. I didn't, but it was close. This is a song with a slower tempo. It gives some time to rest and breathe, at least if you are not as sensitive as me and almost cry during the song. I think Madeline's vocals were perfect for this song. I can really understand why Ensiferum wanted her to sing this song. It's quite melancholic in my opinion, and I could like imagine myself standing on a beach staring at the lake or an ocean and singing to someone that I miss very much. Very beautiful. I can't find any other words for it, but very, very beautiful. I think it would be fantastic to see this live with Madeline, but yeah, who knows? Maybe somewhere. But yeah, very, very nice song. It made me almost cry a little bit, but it's still a very beautiful song. I think that like Resistentia is some kind of intro for The Howl, and there is also a very nice smooth transition from Scars in My Heart to Resistentia. And I have to say that the atmosphere changed very quickly. I was I was surprised about it. First it sounded even a bit eerie in my opinion, but then it changed again. And I think this was just, I don't know how to say, very surprising, interesting, and then starts The Howl right after Resistentia, and this is like a very good wake up for the listener. I mean, I was like, okay, what? Yeah, okay, let's go. But the Howl itself also, it's very interesting. I think almost a bit challenging song, because the tempo changes many times during the song. It has some very interesting surprises. It has beautiful acoustic parts, and then we go back to the fast tempo and the action. So this was a very interesting song. I really had to listen to this like many times, because it had so many tempo and atmosphere changes that it was not confusing, but not in a bad way. I mean, I really like these songs that challenge the listener even a little bit. Okay, wow, from order to chaos. I don't know, I'm just laughing here because I'm just laughing at the fact that I feel like every time when I think that I know what's going to happen during this album, I'm always wrong. Like, you can't expect, or I mean, you just cannot expect anything because everything is possible in this album. Again, it had a very beautiful acoustic intro that quickly changed into heavy riffs. And I think it was interesting how the first verse was arranged. Like you can hear a violin, I think it's a violin, in the background at the same time when Petri growls. I think it's just a funny little detail. I don't know, or I haven't paid any attention to if they had done this before, but at least now I noticed it. Many different tempo changes and parts again. These albums just keep surprising me time after time. I liked the combination of epic orchestrations, but then also a very straightforward sound during this song. And I get very strong victory songs vibes again. I don't know why I'm just thinking about victory songs all the time, but yeah, maybe it's because the album Victory Songs is the first album that I heard from Ensiferum, so maybe that's why, I don't know. Then the next song. Let's see how many surprises we still have left here. So this first track is more like an intro. Again, I felt it was a bit like a movie soundtrack, so I really liked it. I hoped that it have continued a bit longer, but yeah, it's not necessary for this album or this kind of music, but very beautiful intro. And then Victorious. I mean, yeah, this song made me feel like I am victorious. Very fast tempo, and I can already see people screaming, "We are victorious," or something like that. So this would be a perfect last song for a show. I think maybe this was more like a basic Ensiferum song. It didn't surprise me that much, except at one point when I thought that Yannis Papadopoulos from Beast in Black was singing here, because I don't know, I think Pekka just sounded so much like Yannis in this song, so I was a bit like, what? Is this Yannis? But at least no one has said anywhere that he would be on this album, so I don't think so. It's just Pekka, and his voice is so diverse. I can only just admire him as a vocalist. Yeah, but all in all, I must say that this is a very good album. I mean, so many surprises here and there. I mean, it was very interesting to listen to this, and because of the diversity, I think I have to listen. You need to listen to this, and I need to listen to this album many more times, so that you can remember everything that's happening on this album, because there's a lot. I mean, a lot. Just full of surprises, but I'm very happy, I'm very positively surprised, and I just have to keep this album on repeat. But yeah, I hope you like the album too. Let me know your favorite track or tracks in the comment section below, and see you in the next video.